Do
Ignore
you
it,
want
just put it
something
up.
to put it on? You can put
You
it
know,
right here.
I think it's all right here, but
Wait, your camera facing that way.
yeah, no, the camera's over here. That's just like the screen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I won't know if it's.
It'll be
videotaped
the whiteboard. I just want them to be able to hear it, so that's a good thing.
Do you think that's on?
Do you want me to shut the door?
No, but is it like on him? Yeah.
You can do whatever
I don't
you
want it
would
to
like.
get too warm in here because you cut your.
Is it
window.
It
recording?
will.
Yeah.
What's that?
It might get warm in here.
Yeah, I know. That's the only reason why I'd say
Okay.
leave it.
You guys can all hear?
Yeah.
Okay. Kristen's back, so we're good. You can
Hi.
introduce yourself first.
My name's Tim Austin. I'm the Vice President of Sales with Group Management Services. I'll tell you a little bit of background of the company. We're founded in 1996. Mike Cahill started the company. We are what's called a PEO, which stands for Professional Employer Organization. It's about a $150 billion industry. And there's about 700 companies in the United States that operate like GMS that are PEOs or in this PEO industry. Saying all that though, it's still really small in terms of market penetration. It's got about a 5% nationwide market penetration. What I mean by that is we work with small to mid-sized businesses, 5 to 100 employees, and so about 5% of the businesses in the United States that are in that size work with a PEO. Good news is that there's a ton of room for growth. The bad news is it's a very uneducated consumer market. Very few consumers know what a PEO is. So what is it? Well, we work with, again, small to mid-sized businesses, and we handle all of their administrative functions that it takes to run a business. Someday you guys are going to graduate and you're going to either start a company or you're going to work for a company. And when you work for a company, you're employed by that employer. Their name is on your paycheck, you're reported under their federal tax identification, and they pay your payroll taxes, they pay for your workers' compensation insurance, and they provide you benefits. And they do your HR. They interview you, they hire you, they offer jobs to you, they reprimand you when you screw up, they give you performance reviews every year, they give you raises, they do all that stuff. You guys understand, right? Well, when a company works in the PEO, we do all of that stuff that I just mentioned. So all of those customers up there that are on that, all of those customers, they work with GMS, and their employees are now part of GMS. So GMS, we work with about 1,000 companies. Oh, we're about 962 right now. That represents over 20,000 employees. So if you look at us, we are actually this was a couple years ago, we were the 4th largest company in Northeast Ohio. But as you walk through this building, you know that there's not 8,000 employees in this building, there's 170. All of those 8,000 in that 7-county radius that this represents are our customers' employees. So when a 5-employee company works with GMS, their employees now get reported on our federal tax identification number. We help with their recruiting, we help with their offer letters, we help with their reprimands when they screw up, we help with their job reviews when they have them at the end of the year, we help with performance reviews, we do all their payroll taxes, we do all their workers' compensation and all their benefits. So instead of a company managing all this stuff, GMS manages it, and then the company can go to do what they started to do, like Plasdec, Agile, Vector Plumbing. Vector Plumbing was started by a guy who worked for a plumbing company, and he's like, dude, I could do this on my own. So he just started his Vector. Al Vector started Vector Plumbing because he worked for a plumber, and he thought he could do it better, so he went out and just started a plumbing company out of his house. And then he got a lot of customers, so he needed to employ some people, and now he's got 12 employees. And all of a sudden, now Al Vector isn't plumbing anymore, and he's not doing his stuff that he's really good at. He's doing all the administrative functions. He's entering payroll, answering benefit questions, answering unemployment questions, and so we allow business owners to get back to doing what they do best. Make sense? So, but if you were to call, if you were to advertise GMS and say we can help with your benefits, all of these employers are, well, we already have benefit health. We get it through Medical Mutual, or we get it through Anthem. Or we help with workers' comp. Well, I get it through Shakely. And so it's a very, they don't understand the whole concept of the PEO and going into this co-employment relationship. Now our customers, their employees are employed by Vector Plumbing and by GMS. And so and by doing that, you can save a lot of time and money. A lot of companies in our space, in the PEO market, they sell their services by networking. They go to Rotary Club meetings, and they go to Chamber of Commerce meetings, and they get on different boards and things like that, and they have very small sales force. And so when I started, Mike had the company for about 10 years, and they sold it in sort of that manner. And then when I started, Mike had known my background was all in direct sales. I went to Kent State. I sold books door to door as my summer job. I went to different areas of the United States in the summer, and I'd sell books door to door, and that's how I paid for my college. When I graduated, I worked for a company called the Tom James Company. I think if you guys met Josh. So I actually worked there for 7 years. And both of those companies were very similar in the sense that they said, if you study this script and memorize it and say it to 50 people every day, you're going to show your books to 30. 10 of the people are going to say, come on inside and sit down and show them to me, and one of them will buy. And then if you do that, you'll make $6,000 in the summertime. Tom James, owned by the same guy who owns the book company, says, if you memorize this script and call 80 people every day, you're going to end up talking to 20, and 2 of them are going to say, sure, come on in, and 1.7 of them are going to buy something from you. And so if you do that every single day, you'll sell $20,000 worth of clothing in a month, and you'll make X amount of dollars. So I took that same philosophy and brought it to GMS. And so I said, we have a sales manual, and so instead of hiring 3 or 4 sales reps, we have 45 sales reps throughout, mostly in Richfield, Columbus, Cincinnati, Houston, Alexandria, Virginia, Charlotte, and Atlanta. And so when we hire somebody based on metrics and based on stats and based on 10 years of data, we have the ability to say, if you say this presentation, how are you? If you say this presentation to 50 people every day, you're probably going to end up talking to an average of 20 people every day. So you make 50 cold calls. 20 people, 20 times you're going to get through the gatekeeper, and you're going to talk to the decision maker, and you're going to actually ask them to sit down with you and meet with you. And on average, 1 person out of those 20 will say, yeah, come on in. And so we make 50 cold calls at a minimum every day. Our goal is to see 5 new prospects every week, and out of those propose to an average of 4 or average of 3 every 2 weeks, or 1.5 every 2 weeks. So on Tuesdays, every single sales rep throughout the country has it blocked off in their calendar from 8 to 10 in the morning, where we have a call block. So everybody is actually at their desk right now making cold calls. I'm getting really old here. I graduated before most of you were born.
Yes.
So today we have a contest. So today everybody in the sales force got an email at 8:17 a.m. and it says the subject is Partners in Crime. Good morning, fellow call blockers. Do you need another chair?
No, we're good.
It says, good morning, fellow call blockers. Today's call block contest will be Partners in Crime. The team with the most new appointments will both win a $100 gift card. So each person on the team. And so basically they just went alphabetically through the sales force, and Adam Scudieri is paired with Andy Humer, Anthony is paired with Brian Ellis, Christine is paired with Chuck, Dan Flanagan, Daniel Goebel, Daniel Kuzman, Doug Lobus, Bender Drumheller, Aaron Capps, Aaron Richard. So they're all paired together. And some of them are in this office, and one, like Adam Scudieri's in Columbus and Andy Humer's in Charlotte. And and from 8 to 10 in the morning, they're not supposed to be doing anything other than making cold calls. Okay? So and we typically do these like every couple weeks. And so we have our phone system. You have the ability to listen to cold calls while they're on them, and all the sales reps know that we can do this. It's not like we're, bless you.
Thank you.
Thanks. Yep, Mike. Cook Farms. You want to dial 667-3409. Got it. Thank you. All right.
We'll promptly return your call. Thank you and have a great day.
It's a voicemail.
Hi, Wendy. This is Chuck over at GMS. If you could just give me a call back whenever you have a minute, 704-200-9345. Talk to you soon, Wendy. Great. How are you?
I'm actually kind of swamped.
Are you? Okay.
I'm covering for 2 people today and myself, and I'm trying to get ready to go out of town on a trip. So.
Oh, well, no big deal. I can call back at a different time. When you come back to town?
I probably won't be back in the office and settled until end of March.
End of March. Okay, good for you. I'll call you in the springtime.
Okay, thanks very much.
Thanks, Kate.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hi, it's Ralph in.
No, he's not. I can give you his voicemail if you like.
Okay, yeah, that would be fine. Thank you.
I wouldn't ask for Ralph. I'd ask for Puke. Stupid corny joke.
Ralph, can I see I'm either on the phone or away from my desk? If you leave a name and number, I'll return your call as soon as I can.
Hi, Ralph. This is Danielle Goebel. I wouldn't keep calling you if I didn't think the information I had wasn't interesting and pertinent to your business.
That means she's probably left this guy 3, 4, 5 messages.
My cell phone number is 440-289-8210. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Yeah, Capella?
I think you have a wrong number.
I'm sorry.
This is a professional home cleaning service.
No, I understand. He's not the owner there?
He's not here right now.
Okay. I can give a call back then. Thank you.
Would you like to leave a message?
Yeah, that'd be great if you wouldn't mind.
Sure, I can write your message.
Yeah, if you could just let him know, this is Jason over at,
Jason?
Yep, at GMS.
DMS?
GMS, yep, and I'll give you my phone number. It's 571-414-8981.
Okay. And it's regarding to?
It's just, if he could just give me a call when he gets a chance, I'd appreciate it.
So,
I will let him know.
Thank you so much.
see, and there's an example of who answered the phone. The phone is answered by the gatekeeper, right? You guys know what a gatekeeper is? A gatekeeper is someone that protects salespeople from getting to the decision maker. Well, he leaves the message. If you want to, the gatekeeper is going to ask what she just asked. What did she ask him?
For a message.
What's this pertaining to, right?
Oh, right.
You leave what it's pertaining to, and you're gonna say, yeah, I'm from GMS, we help with HR, workers' comp, and payroll and things like that, and what's the chance she's gonna call back?
Very low.
About zero, because he's gonna say, I'm with ADP, I got Anthem, and it's all fine, right? Unless he's had a problem that day. So the only way that that guy's gonna call back if he has a problem that day. So how do you protect yourself from getting screened by the gatekeeper? Thanks. It's one word. So here's what Jason should have done there. Can I leave him a message? Sure. Can you tell him that Jason called? Yes. Here's the number. 330-659-0101. Thanks. Basically, thanks is saying, shut up and don't ask me any more questions. Right? When you go somewhere and they say thanks, it's basically the conversation's over. So what he did is he left his phone number and he just paused, right? And what does the gatekeeper do?
You ask him what is it for?
And then he gets screened out. So now that he's not going to get a call back from that unless that guy woke up today and ADP screwed up his payroll. Well, you're
So whenever they're leaving messages like that, you would say don't mention that they're from here, just have their name and their number and leave it kind of oblivious.
The best phone callers that Daniel Goebel left that because she's left 5 messages.
Okay.
The message number 1, what's your first name?
Kristen.
Hi Kristen, it's Tim. Give me a call, 330-659-0101. Next message. Hey Kristen, I called on Tuesday, not sure if you got the message. It's Tim, 330-659-0101. Message 3. It's now Tuesday again. Hey, Kristen, I'm not sure if you got the message that I left one last Tuesday and Thursday. We use our CRM. That stands for Customer Relationship Management. The software that we use is Salesforce. It's a cloud-based system. So all of the notes are in here. If you're good at your job, you're going to have left a message on Tuesday. You're going to left another one on Thursday or Friday. You're now calling again, and you can see that you called twice. So you're going to leave another. Kristen, it's Tim. I left a message last Tuesday and Thursday. I look forward to talking to you. If I don't hear from you by Wednesday, I'll give you a call later this week. Now I'm actually telling you, you better call me or I'm going to keep bugging you. Okay? In a polite way. So I leave that message, and then on Friday I'll be like, hopefully you get that I'm a little persistent, and I leave it just like this. Hey Kristen, it's Tim. Hopefully you understand I'm persistent. 330-659-0101. I'm gonna keep trying. I'll talk to you late next week, hopefully. And then maybe at message 5 I might say, hey, listen, Kristen. Obviously I think that the information I have for you is pretty good. Can you give me a call back? And then during those phone calls, I'll have done some research while the phone's ringing. I'll have a database up here, and I'll start to I'll plug your company name in, and I'll see that you have 7 employees. So I'm going to know that you're a good prospect or not just from a little bit of research. So at that point, at 5 or 6 messages, I have a choice. I could throw you back into the ocean for another fisherman to try and catch you, or I can keep my line out there. If I think that you're still a good prospect, but you're just not calling me back, I'm going to set a pending call for 6 months from now. And then I'm going to start the process all over again. And the phone call is this. Hey, so you answer the phone. Is Kristen there?
This is her.
You don't have to
sorry.
fake. You don't have to fake that you're having a phone. I'm just kidding.
I hung up on you.
We're on a headset. I'm just kidding. Hey, is Kristen there?
This is her.
Hey, Kristen, it's Tim over at GMS. We haven't met before, so I'll be really brief. The reason why I'm calling is I work with companies just like yours to help save a ton of time and money when it comes to things like workers' comp, healthcare, a bunch of HR things. The reason for my call is I was going to be in your area on Thursday of this week and also on Friday morning. I wanted to see if I could grab maybe 7 to 11 minutes of your time just to introduce GMS, what we do, and see if I could get a shot at quoting your business the next time you're quoting those things. How does Thursday at 3 look for you? Pause. Now you're going to start to open your mouth. Before you utter a word, I'm going to say, or would Friday at 10 be better? Give you choice.
2 options.
2 options.
Well, she should know it was. Someone from my company spoke with her in the past. Okay, just a moment.
So she just called. She got screened by the gatekeeper, and said, She got screened by the gatekeeper, and the gatekeeper said, "Can you tell me what it's about?"
Human Resources, Pat speaking, may I help you?
Hi, Pat, this is Melissa from the GMS. How's it going?
Fine, thank you.
Penn State
Great.
grad.
Pat, we spoke a few months ago about the services my company offers. We help with like workers' compensation, state unemployment, healthcare benefits, and really a lot of other HR things. And the reason I was reaching out, Pat, I was going to be right down the street from you at the end of this week on Thursday as well as Friday. And I wanted to know if I could stop in and grab maybe 7 to 11 minutes of your time to just show you what we have to offer and see if maybe we can be a benefit for you, Pat. Would you have any time Friday morning?
No.
Oh, how many employees do you guys have, Pat? Okay, thanks, bye-bye. Thanks, Pat.
Good try.
So she gets a no. What did she do?
Try to continue it.
Okay, the average salesperson's gonna go back in and try and close for another appointment there. What did she do though?
How many employees do you have? Try to get some information.
Try and get some information. This is a boxing match. The minute that Kristen, my prospect, picks up the phone and hears me, she's like, oh, excuse my language here. She's in her mind, she's like, oh, shit, a salesperson. What do I need to do? I need to get this doofus off the phone as quick as possible. We're trained as buyers immediately to say no. So her mind is thinking, the minute that phone rings and she knows that it's a salesperson, her mind is thinking, how do I get this guy off the phone? So she's got her guard up like this, and I'm a boxer, right? So I'm giving my pitch. I'm giving my pitch, 7-11, and I go for the close and a punch, but she's got her guard up so it doesn't land. She pulls her fist down like this and goes, no! Puts them up, but I still don't get a punch in, right? So I can punch again, what am I gonna hit? Her guard, right? Her guard's still up. I can punch again by closing again, or I can try and draw her arms down by asking a total question that has nothing to do with asking for the business. What's the question? Hey, Kristen, how many employees you got over there? Now this lady's a professional no person. So she just goes, thanks, click. Happens all the time. You're gonna get told no all the time in sales. About 70% of the time, they're gonna go, oh, we have 7. And all of a sudden their guard's down, and then you come back with a right hook and you go, we could save companies with 7 employees, and we can do so many, boom, and go for another close. But now their guard's down because they opened up to you, and you're more apt to get an appointment then. Go out and be a buyer somewhere, and give the seller an objection. 9 out of 10 of them are coming back with another punch. They're going to keep trying to sell, and you're just going to get harder and harder and more calloused of saying no again. Go to H.H. Gregg and tell them that you're trying to buy a washer and dryer, and then they're going to say, why don't you buy this Maytag? And you say, you know, I'm not really interested, I'm just looking today. And the sales professional is going to start to try and close you again. And then your guard's going to get harder and harder and harder. If they were to say, by the way, what kind of washer do you have now? Your guard's going to come down and you're going to talk. Why are you in here today buying a washer and dryer? Guard's going to come down and you're going to talk, and then you're more apt to land a punch the next time you close.
And so we lobbied against them, and the state of Ohio actually gave us people that have insured. So they have been overcharging people for years. We just don't have the same overhead.
Right now,
so we can really
he's totally off the.
And again, not
selling.
Anything unless it makes sense for you guys, but
Yeah, I'm not so sure it's something we're interested in right now.
I mean, even if we cut, 20%
Selling.
workers' comp premiums per year.
Selling.
Okay. Alrighty, I appreciate your time. Thanks, Paul.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
I read you the script, right? You heard Melissa say it, right?
Right.
Where does it say in there that we lobbied in the state of Ohio to get workers' comp that's self-insured? He's selling it over the phone. You can't sell this over the phone. We're a PEO. We do workers' comp, healthcare, HR. unemployment, we do taxes, we do W-2s, we do 7,852 things. You can't sell this over the phone. You got, the idea of the phone is to do what?
Set the appointment.
Get what?
Get an appointment.
Say it louder.
Get an appointment.
Period. That's it. You're going for an appointment, that's it.
Yeah, is this Rick? Russ, is Lisa in? She typically doesn't get until like 11 though, doesn't? Is that true, right? Yeah. Is this, my name is Matt with GMS. I met with both of them previously regarding some of our services, workers' comp, unemployment, stuff like that. And they told me to touch base and see if that workers' comp stuff was cleaned up a little bit. Do you have any insight on that, or should I just leave my name and number and have them call me back?
I would just say it'd be best if you call that around 30 or something.
Yeah, I can do that.
That was an okay call. Not great, but not horrible.
I'm having a hard time with this.
Hello, I'm sorry, I was dialing over you. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Maggie with RSVP.
That's okay. How are you?
I'm good.
Good. You know what? This is Matt Klochak, and maybe you could help me out and point me in the right direction. I was actually trying to reach the person there at the organization that usually makes decisions on
He doesn't
areas
know
like
the
workers'
owner,
comp
so he's
and
trying to get that
some of the
information.
compliance areas for the business. I had no idea who I should contact.
Well, I don't know either, but I can give you to my supervisor and she can tell you who to talk to.
That'd probably work.
Her name
Thank
is
you.
Mary.
Okay.
Hang on just a second.
Hello, RSVP.
Hi, is this Mary?
Yes.
Hi, Mary. My name's Matt Klochak. I'm calling with GMS, Group Management Services. Maybe you can help me. I wasn't sure who I would talk to there. I was trying to reach the person there that usually makes decisions on areas like the workers' compensation, you know, some of the business compliance areas, and I didn't know who to speak with.
I'm not really sure either.
He doesn't give her a choice, she's got to give an answer. Who am I speaking with?
Just send a general email, and then to like my boss, Gary Guzman, and I'd write him a hand note, and then he could actually refer it.
Is he like the director there, Gary Guzman?
He is the director of one division of COAD, at the senior division, which I work through.
Now he
Okay,
knows that this is
gotcha.
a big
It's
company.
COAD.
A senior
Okay.
director of a division.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what. Can I leave a message for Gary, and then I'll send an email too, no problem. I think I've talked to Gary in the past.
Question about your lead base, like, you mentioned like you had a database where you could see like how many employees each business had, like.
So our database is Salesforce, is in Salesforce.
Yeah.
And then there's a website called Reference USA and Manta, but they're outdated.
Yeah.
Because it would like the Better Business Bureau lists GMS as having 32 employees.
Right.
We have 170.
We use those websites where I work, so we're gonna call some kind of similar to this, but I mean, like you said, it's completely outdated information.
So we made, like, I would use Reference USA, I'd look it up in Reference USA or Manta, and if it lists them as 2 employees, that might be where I throw it back into the ocean. It may list it as having 7 locations and 10,000 employees. I may throw it back into the ocean. I'm going on the 5 messages, I don't get anywhere. But I call and it's 22 employees, and it says Al Bechter is the owner. I leave 5 messages, and I looked that up on Reference USA while I was making the calls. I'm gonna put that back in I'm gonna keep that for myself. Make a pending call for 6 months from now. But is it 100% accurate? No.
Kristen has another question, Tim.
Yep.
Do you have like a database where specific salespeople, like, say I wanted Al Bechter, can you make it so he didn't call Al Bechter and try to sell him the same services from the same company that I'm calling from?
All 500, wait, do we all work in the same company?
Right, well, here.
Yep, so all 500,000 of our prospects for our locations are in Salesforce.
Right, that's
And-
what, but two of us aren't calling the same company.
You're gonna open Al Vector, or you're gonna open Vector Plumbing.
Right,
And
I'm
you're gonna
calling.
see, you're calling it.
I'm calling Al.
I open it up and I see that you have a pending call
Okay.
for them, I can't call it.
Okay.
If you've called on it, but there's no pending activity, then I can
It's
call
open.
on it.
Okay.
Using Ray's as the example. If I'm dating you, and he goes to hit on you, he can't hit on you because I'm dating you.
Okay.
If I dated you, but I don't have another future date set with you, he's allowed to hit on you.
Okay, I just didn't know if you had a system in place to make something like that not happen.
If we're dating and I've got a future date set with you and he hits on you, I'm allowed to kill him. If he goes, by the way, if he goes out with you and he closes you, gives you a good night kiss, I get the kiss. So if I call on Al Vector and you're calling on it and I sell him, you get the sale.
Okay. That makes sense.
And you lose your job.
Okay.
Very specific rules.
Okay.
And you can't manipulate data. So.
You get the kiss, but he gets to kill you.
That we only service the immediate Northern Virginia area. Thank you so much and have a great day.
Hey, Stephen, it's Jason Fusaro. You can give me a call, 571-414.
Name, number, that's it.
8981. Thanks.
Jason's in Virginia.
Yes. My number is 440-289-8210. Nope, that's my direct line. Danielle. The employee-related costs of the business.
See, she's getting. I couldn't hear the questions. She's getting screamed right there. I said, "What are you calling about? What didn't she do?" Thanks. Hello? Oh, I was listening to calls. That's all right. Bye.
Not only you, but a whole bunch of other people.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
If you're like trying to leave a message and you give your name and phone number and then say thanks, what if they still try to like come at you before you can hang up the phone?
Well, let's just role play. I like role playing, so let's do it live, and you can tell me what you're getting at, okay?
Am I the buyer?
I'm the caller.
Okay.
Is Joe there?
No, he's not here right now. Could I take a message?
Absolutely. Can you tell him Tim called?
Sure. Well.
You know, I'm not sure. See, I'm not. So I interrupted you. I'm not sure if he still has my number. I'm not sure if he has the number. I wouldn't say it. He still has. I'm not sure if he has the number. 330.
Okay.
659.
Okay.
0101. Thanks.
Okay, and what were you calling about?
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm the one from GMS.
Okay.
Thanks.
All right.
You're not gonna, but you didn't notice what I said? Some people you're gonna hear, I'm from GMS. I always say I'm the one.
Okay.
What? Because that's basically like saying you should know what GMS is. And if they go, well, is he gonna know what this is? I would say, well, he should. Have you seen all the people that work for us? Have you seen all those white cars driving around Northeast Ohio? I mean, we got nice people that work here. Everybody should know who we are. That's the mentality of that I enter every call in is I'm supposed to make this call. I'm supposed to talk to you. I'm supposed to ask you to meet with me. I'm supposed to get a yes or a no. That's what why am I supposed to do that? I'm supposed to do that because Dave Swift tells me I have to do that. It's my job. My job as a salesperson is to get you on the phone, tell you what I'm doing, and see if you're interested. I'm only doing my job that I was told to do. So you're supposed to do that.
Right.
And it's not being overbearing or aggressive. I mean, I wasn't aggressive with people. I mean, people like me. Well, not many, but.
Oh, come on. Tell them what you did when you were in college.
I was the Kent State Flash, right there.
Yeah. Whoa. And then after that.
I was Slider.
You was Slider.
Melissa Scaglione,
Hi,
Kent State grad.
How's it going? Nice to see you. We brought a whole group here. Are you guys enjoying it?
We were listening to you.
Just me calls with the wrong name.
No, we didn't do that. Yes.
She was like, it's Rebecca. I was like, oh, Becky, great. She's like, it's Rebecca. Rebecca.
Hello?
Okay.
Fix that.
Well, have fun.
Yep, hey, well, thanks. Good to see you, Melissa.
That was strange.
So Tim, do you meet with them? I mean, if you happen to sit in and notice that they're doing something, I'm sure you guys are wondering this too. Do you sit in with them, or how do you coach?
So I can do a couple things. One is we can coach on the phone right here. Like if they're getting wordy, I could actually silent monitor in where I'm only talking to you and go, dude, get the appointment. But I don't do that because then I really screw you up. But after this call, or after the call block, Danielle Goebel, I'm gonna be like, hey, listen, I saw you getting screened a couple times. Why don't you try just to throw this one word in, thanks. Hey, it's Danielle over at GMS 330-659-0101. Thanks. Just try it. Can't hurt, right? I mean, just try one thing. So typically, so that's a one-on-one coaching. I may talk to Dave if I notice that like all the people in Richfield are sort of saying the same thing. Or every Monday we have a morning meeting where all the sales reps get together via video conference, and so we'll be up in that room, and all 45 of us are on a video conference, and we're just teaching and coaching that way. So multiple ways to just try and coach and stuff like that. We also will have people listen to other people, so they'll just sit and listen to them, and then I can record all these calls. So I record the phone calls and then send different ones out to the sales force where they can actually listen.
Do you ever make cold calls in this position?
I'd be lying if I said I do right now. I don't. I did up until probably 2 years ago. I still go out and sell, but I just don't have time to sit and make. I shouldn't say that. Like when I travel, I did all the expansion to the Houston. So we were in Columbus, Richfield, and Cincinnati up until 14. And in 2014, we opened up those 4 offices of Houston, Atlanta, Virginia, and Charlotte. And so I was traveling, 3 weeks every month. When I would travel, though, I definitely would make cold calls because I'd want them to sit and listen to me. The first week of every month, the first Monday of every month, we have a new sales training class. And on Tuesday morning of that week, I do all the phone training, so the whole sales training class will be in here. Sometimes we only have 1 person, sometimes we have 10. and they'll all be in here, and I make cold calls for an hour, but I don't do it every single day. And the only way you can be good at cold calling and getting appointments is to do it every day. You have to do it every single day. It's just like anything you want to get better at. If you wanted to be a wrestler, you gotta practice every day, and you gotta make cold calls every single day.
Do you say each salesperson goes to at least one appointment a week?
Oh, Jason.
Trying to
This
do
is
one
a good
appointment
time.
every day.
How about if I call you?
Okay, yeah, I mean, if you got, like, I mean, literally 30 seconds, we could just kind of book a tentative appointment for next week, and we can go from there.
No, because we've got some things going on that I just can't do that. Why don't you give me a call on Monday? Let's do it like that. Let's see how we have some personal and business issues that need to be resolved.
No worries.
So, give me a call on Monday.
So he actually, by him trying to close that, so she's putting him off and says, well, I'm just gonna call you. And he goes, listen, all I need is 30 seconds right now, and we can get something on the calendar. Remember, what's the goal of the phone call? It's good. That was good. He just tried to say, listen, I don't need to talk to you right now. She said, I'm too busy right now. She goes, I don't need to talk to you. I just need to get an appointment. So that it turned from I'll call you to he says, why don't we just schedule something for next week? And she goes, why don't you just call me on Monday? And
how does that second call usually go? Is it usually like more information? Do you still just go straight for the appointment really quick, or?
Still going right for the appointment.
Mark is actually not available right now. Can I maybe put you through the voicemail?
Yep, that'll be fine, thanks.
Yeah.
What? Nothing.
Mark answers.
Is not available. After the tone, please record your message. When finished, you may hang up to deliver the message or press pound for more options.
Hey Mark, Andy over here over at GMS. Hope things are going well. Just trying to reschedule our meeting, seeing maybe how Friday morning looks for you. If you get a minute today, give me a ring back, 704-307-4390. That was 704-307-4390. Thanks.
Very nonchalant, right? To the point. One thing on leaving that phone number, what's the chance that that guy's going to be able to write it down how fast he spoke? And he's going to get annoyed. So whenever you're leaving your phone number, leave it like this. 330-659-0101. And then don't leave it twice, because salespeople leave the phone number twice. Just leave it once. One phone call or one time is sufficient.
We are currently out of the office right now. If you leave your name and your number, we will return your call as soon as possible. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Hey, this is Brian, 614-324-8701. Thank you.
Good. Brian, you left a message saying, can you tell me what this is regarding? That's what he's going to get. That's what's going to happen.
Hi, this is Sarah Mackey. Sorry I missed your call. Please leave your name, number, and a message, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible.
He's probably left a few messages with that person, so he hung up. Otherwise, it's a waste of a phone. It's waste if you don't leave a message. You didn't do anything.
Well, I appreciate your call and interest, but at this time I am well satisfied where I'm at with my workman's comp and hospitalization and all that.
Okay, is there a time of the year that you look into reviewing these kind of things? We're just...
Well, it varies on the renewal dates and that, so, you know, there's no specific time. But like I said, I'm well satisfied with what I've got going on right now.
Okay, and how many employees do you guys have there?
Like 4.
Okay, yeah. We start making financial sense on a little bit larger, so I will take note.
Right.
Thank you so much for your time.
Okay.
All right, thanks.
See, the average salesperson wouldn't ask that second question there, the employees, and they're gonna call that guy again, and he's gonna say, still we're fine. And then he's gonna call again, 6 months later, and they're gonna say, you know what, you're persistent, I'll come see you. And then they're gonna say, how many employees do you have over there so I can prepare? He's gonna say 4. We don't sell to 4 employee companies, it doesn't make sense. So now you wasted all that time. That's why you gotta ask how many employees they have. It's one of the knockout factors in our business. Not that we can't sell a 4 employee company, it just typically doesn't make sense.
I think what time of the year do you normally review this type of thing was nice.
That's a great question, because now she's not selling anymore. She's trying to get information, so he's gonna say, well, he said it depends on our renewal dates. She should have followed that up with, well, when does your healthcare renew? And she's gonna say April. Then say, great, I'll call you back in March. At least you can get a competitive quote.
No, he's not. Can I take a message? Is there a better time I can reach him?
He should be in tomorrow. He's not in today at all.
Okay, should I leave him a message, or should I just call back?
I can leave a message because he's in and out between patients.
All right, perfect. Thanks so much. My name is Melissa Scaglione.
Social security number with dashes.
Hello, you have reached Chris's Excavating and the Blankenship residence. Please leave your name and number after the beep. Leave your number twice, please. Thank you.
It's because everyone flies through the number.
Hi, Chris. This is Ryan Hogg. You could give me a call when you get a chance. 330-659-0160. Again, it's 330-659-0160. Thanks.
Still fast.
Or better. I think the job has been late.
All right.
Let me just go ahead and give
Have a phone number?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just give him my direct number. That way he can just get right to me and not deal with my secretary or anything.
Oh, that's so bad. Like he is a secretary. You know, actually, it's funny. By the way, Matt Klochek is great at this. He only says that to make himself laugh. And you gotta have fun with this. It's a very, very, you know, a lot of people think that you're getting into sales just because it's the only thing you can do. It's like it's like people that get into sales, it's because they couldn't do anything else with their life. But it's a wonderful, wonderful career, and if you learn how to be a sales professional, it's a very difficult job. You got to learn a lot of stuff. You got to be a master of your product. You got to be a master of your skills. You have to study more than a lawyer does on continuing education. It's very difficult to do this every day, and you're getting told no over and over and over again. And so you got to have fun with it. They say, I always tell people it takes 3 bones. You need 3 bones to be successful. You need a wishbone, and you got to have goals. You got to know where you want to go. You got to have desires. You got to have dreams. That will keep you motivated. You have to have a backbone. You got to be able to work hard. You got to be able to learn your things. You got to be able to shrug off rejection. So you have to have a wishbone, a backbone, and you have to have a funny bone. You have to learn to laugh at life. You can't take everything too seriously. He's going to get told no 50 times today, and so how does he make himself laugh while he's making these calls? He's like, yeah, let me give him my direct dial so he doesn't have to deal with my assistant, my secretary.
party's extension, please dial it now. For a list of company departments, press 8 to dial by name. 9.
Welcome to the directory. Please.
You listen to like other people in like your other offices too, like the other offices?
Yeah, Jason.
806.
This is Virginia.
7788. Okay, great. Does she know what it's regarding? I'm calling in regard to employee-related costs. Okay, I will let her know. Great, thank you. Sure, bye-bye. Bye-bye.
See, and this is, so you asked earlier how I do coaching and training. Everyone's getting screened. No one's using the thanks, and they're all getting screened. What's the chance that you're going to call somebody back when they say it's Christine from GMS calling you about employee-related costs?
Very low. You know they're trying to sell something.
Yeah, they might, and they could be selling lots of things. They could be selling pens and pencils. They could be selling paper. They could be selling printers. Those are all employee-related costs. They could be selling payroll services. They could be selling benefits. They could be selling workers' comp. All this different stuff. Whatever they're doing, they're a salesperson. And I don't want to. I'm not going to call a salesperson back.
I'm taking off, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Thank you. Nice meeting you.
Yeah.
Renee said you were the person that makes decisions for any changes to that workers' comp and employee benefits. Is that right?
We have a care work, I think is our, sure. We have so few employees, I really don't worry about that too much. I got 14 employees, so really the need to make any changes isn't there.
Right, and again, I wasn't asking to make any changes. I'm just really going to be working in your area. We're in Columbus, and I'll be working in Tip City today. Tomorrow, I wanted to see if I could really just introduce myself to you.
This is Dave Swift. He's a sales manager in Richfield. Been with GMS for 10 years.
Starting with anything, right?
You can stop in. I'm going to be in meetings, in and out of meetings all day today, and I won't be here tomorrow. So
are you around 11:30 today?
Again, I can't remember what it's like today.
What's that again? Oh, sorry.
I should be.
Okay. Well, like I said, about 5 minutes of your time, I'll be out of your way.
Okay, that's fine.
And just so I know you guys are still at 7950 South County Road 25A.
That's correct.
Okay. I gotta go to. Is that anywhere near Bruns Construction? I gotta go there today as well.
Burns Construction.
Bruns.
Where's Bruns Construction?
Building rapport.
I don't know.
Okay, don't worry about it.
Who was that?
That was Brian Ellis.
Is that something you want to do, is mention other companies you're going to?
If he did have an appointment there, the only reason why I may not, is the guy, if he ends up getting called out, he's not going to care if he stands you up, because you were going to be right down the street anyways. You didn't come out of your way to go see him.
If you're calling to register for our 2016 free worship dance classes, please visit our website at
So it's like with small towns, that's gonna build rapport a little bit.
But yeah, in a small town, but oh, you're seeing Joe over at Bruins?
Right,
Joe.
yeah.
You absolutely can.
Oh, yeah. He definitely takes care of his people. Like. Oh, yeah. It's been upgraded.
Yeah.
She hung up. She didn't leave a message. So I mean, there's no point in that.
Like, I'll do that sometimes if I've left somebody like 3 or 4 messages.
That's the only reason why I would do that.
Order and proceed. Thank you.
Hi, it's Erin with GMS. Give me a call on 330-659-0185. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks.
You're saying don't even drop the GMS on
Just the
messages?
name and number.
Name and number.
Those things. You said Cindy's handling that?
Yes, what's this workers' comp?
Yeah, workers' comp?
Yeah, what?
Yeah. Well, we have
What do you have to do with it?
Yeah, well, we actually have a self-insured workers' comp program, so we can offer a lot lower rates than you can get through the, state of DC, through the state fund. So I just wanted to introduce it. How many employees work over there?
We have contract labor people.
Oh, okay, it's all contract labor?
Yes.
Yeah.
This time.
Gotcha.
But I was talking to my son and my husband last night.
Yeah.
Maybe we ought to do a payroll and pay our son, and that would give him insurance.
Right. Yeah.
For accident, right?
Yeah, exactly. And,
Just for accident, right?
Yeah, well, that's one of the things that, workers' comp covers is, worksite injury. Yeah, you bet. But, kind of just depends on your needs. So you do all the other, people that work there are just contract labor, huh?
Yes.
Okay. Do they use your equipment and stuff like that? I mean, are they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm not the, BWC police or Department of Labor, but if you guys got audited by the Department of Labor and they're using your equipment, they're going to deem those people as employees. So,
aggressive.
Don't want you to be.
He's only trying to have fun right now.
Yeah. Okay.
He takes care of us.
Who's your accountant? Who's your accountant?
I really don't say. That's pretty personal.
I got you. Oh, listen, I'm just telling you that your accountant's kind of telling you guys to do things that you probably shouldn't be doing with employees like that. I mean, that's. I guess. Hey, why pay taxes on them, right? I tell you what, you could have Cindy give me a call if she wanted to look at that workers' comp.
Okay, what's the number?
She can go ahead and get me at 614-754.
This guy here?
5277.
Oh, man.
277.
Yeah, that's right to me, and this is Matt. My name's Matt, M-A-T-T.
M-A-T-T.
Yep, and I'm up
Matt,
there.
do you have other insurances or what?
Oh, yeah. We, I work with companies down your direction. We work with, hundreds and hundreds of Ohio employers, all kinds. So, we work with people in, farming and agriculture, construction, transportation, information technology. We have all kinds of clientele. But,
and you have all these other names of insurance company, right?
Insurance companies? Yeah, I mean, well, it depends what kind of insurance. We help with health insurance, workers' compensation, you name it. So we work with businesses to help with all those areas. We provide
health insurance and all that. Separate.
You betcha.
Okay.
Yep. Go ahead and have Cindy give me a ring.
Not have to be just workers' comp either.
Monday morning meetings topic right here.
Is she even the DM?
Health insurance, it could cover a lot of things. Right?
You betcha. You bet.
Okay.
All right. And what was your name?
Will.
Okay. Well, it's really nice talking to you.
Yeah.
Take care, okay?
That was so awesome.
Hey, Tim.
Hey, I just wanted to let you know that you got about 15 people that were crying, laughing, listening to that last phone call.
Oh my God!
That you,
I wish I could have recorded it. It was hilarious.
I did record it. You told the lady that you weren't the BWC and the DOL police.
It wasn't with the BWC police, but I told her, why pay taxes on you?
Why pay taxes? Hey, by the way, your accountant's By the way, your accountant's really screwing you up.
Well, I mean, it was. I think there was something wrong with that lady.
I think there's more wrong with you.
Probably true.
By the way, how about the fact that you told one lady that you gave her your direct dial so she wouldn't have to deal with your secretary anymore?
Good Lord. Well, I'm glad you guys heard all that, yeah.
I'll see you later.
All right, bye.
Okay, now take that all that emotion that you just have and make another call. Is it going to be good or bad?
Good.
It's going to be good, right? Go listen to Eric Bender over there, and this is what you're going to hear. My name's Eric. I work at GMS. If I could get 20 minutes, save some money on workers' comp and healthcare.
You need 20 minutes talking like that.
Who's gonna see that person? By the way, people don't buy GMS; they buy you. People buy whatever you do in life. If selling is involved, which is going to be involved in whatever career you choose, whether you're a teacher, a preacher, a doctor, a lawyer, an accountant, an IT person, a fashion executive, whatever you do in life, you're going to have to sell something. It might be in an interview that you're going to sell yourself. It might be that you're a teacher and you're presenting a topic to the class. The class has got to believe in you. They don't believe. My kids are not going to school today to learn math. They're learning, the ones that do well in school, they believe the teacher. And the teacher presents something so interesting that they end up wanting to listen to it. And Matt Klocek people want to listen to him. He's good because people like Matt.
I like Matt.
He's good too, you know? You listen, when you want to see him sometime, I mean, you'd want to be around him. And that's what this is all about. And people they don't get it. They don't get that. This is all you're trying to do is like you're selling yourself. Yes, we're selling GMS, but you got to sell yourself. They got to want to be around you. And what Matt Klocek is a genius at, he's masterful at it, is he's always having fun. This isn't going to work anymore. He's not going to work. See, Eric's going to work every day. He's got a career here. He just got a commission check. He's going to get it direct deposited on Friday for $8,000 for 1 month's commission. See, Ryan Audin's having fun. His commission check is $19,000 for 1 month.
You guys hiring?
1 month. That's a lot of money. 1 month's commission. That's a lot of money to make in a year. Now that's a very large one for him in comparison to what he makes good money. And why does he make good money? He makes good money because he believes in himself. He believes in his services. And when somebody comes and hears him talk on the phone or hears him talk in person, they know that he believes in himself and his products, so they should believe it too. And then they buy it. And then we service those customers. We make them great. We make them, our tagline is simpler, safer, stronger. We make our companies, our clients, we make their lives simpler by handling all this stuff for them. We make them safer by putting things in place so that bad things don't happen. Matt Klocek is right in one sense. The Department of Labor, under the current administration, increased its workforce by 12%. Why do they do that? They do that because the small to mid-sized businesses in the United States are a cesspool for labor infractions. That company right there is saying, here's your pen, use it, and go to work. And I'm only 1099ing you. That's wrong. If you're using my tools to do the job, and you're under my direction and control, meaning I say you need to be there at 8.
You're an employee.
You're an employee. And by 1099ing you, that means I'm not paying workers' comp. I'm getting away from providing you benefits. I'm not paying SUTA taxes, state unemployment. I'm not paying federal unemployment taxes. I'm not paying into Medicare and Social Security. And I'm breaking the law by doing that. And you can make, I bet we have 100 of those calls today that we're all contractors. What do you guys do? We build houses. How do those contractors get to work? Oh, they use our trucks. They do? Yeah. What do they use when they're out there? They use our tools. Do you tell them to be there? Yeah, they gotta be there at 8 and they have to leave at 5. That's an employee, my friend. That is not a contractor. Now, I wouldn't get into all that over the phone. Matt was doing that to have fun. And the lady was easy to play with.
So the question, like, would you guys help, I guess this is just a question about the company, would you guys help transition them over to a more legal status?
It's a very hard sale because you've been doing this for 25 years. Your accountant says it's okay. And when I 1099 you, I give you $10 for the work you did today. Now I've got to give 14. You get 10, and I got to give four other dollars to SUDA, FUDA, Medicare, Social Security, workers' comp, and benefits. That's a hard sale.
Right.
And your accountant says you're doing it right.
Tim, we gotta make sure some of these guys
Yeah, I
get
know.
back to class. Although I'm sure you could stay here all day, because Tim's a lot of fun to watch. If anybody has time, could we get them a quick tour? If you guys have to get back, you can't go ahead, but this is kind of
class at 11. But
Yeah, okay.
Thank you guys very much. You know, you said as GMS hiring, we always are hiring. Our staff of employees do everything from servicing these customers on all the things that we do. Plus, we have salespeople. Dave Swift is our sales manager here. By the way, even let's say you're not graduating for 3 years and you just want to learn more, give me a call at any time. You can shadow somebody. My involvement in Kent is a way for me to get back to a wonderful, wonderful university, and I'm open for any time questions or anything like that. Yep.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Do you need one?
Yeah.
Pleasure meeting you.
Oh, don't forget the. Oh, yeah.
Pleasure meeting you.